Hi, I'm Mike Sullivan, editor of Business Acumen magazine, and today I'm with Natasha Zuvela from Shine On Camera, who's going to tell us a little bit about the very environment that we're in.
That's right. Shine on camera is, for us is, why we teach people how to shine on camera is because, there's so many people out there with amazing messages and amazing products and services, but not everyone knows about it. And, a really good way to leverage your time and get yourself known out there is by presenting powerfully on video. And that's why we do what we do. We know we've got, the skill set. I've got 15 years of TV experience representing billion-dollar brands like Virgin Money, Forex Gold, MTV. So I've mastered the art of presenting on camera over the last 15 years, and I can now get people presenting confidently in as little as 2 hours. So, that's why we do what we do, because we know we can help even more businesses get their products and services out there so they can serve even more people.
A lot of business owners and leaders have got a vague idea that they probably should be looking at video. A lot of them are very scared of it. What's your take on the power of video and how it can really help a business?
Sure, look, the fear of the video and the camera, that red light is very common. Because I think it's so permanent. Like once that record button goes on, you're like, okay, this is here forever, unless you delete it. But I think that fear is quite common and it's easily overcome. It's a learnt skill. I had very little experience speaking to a camera. I actually was fearful of the camera and fear of public speaking.
Is that right? When you started out?
Yeah, when I first started, and dyslexic, so I certainly couldn't read out loud to save my life. So this skill is a learnt skill, and anyone can learn it. The fear of that can be crushed just through the right mentoring, the right expertise, and the right amount of training. So the power of video, once people get that right, and the presentation skills, can transform their business because they start to leverage their time more effectively and they get their message out there, but in a really good way. Because if you don't do video well, if you present poorly on camera, that severely affects your brand and severely affects your business. So you need to learn the skill to present powerfully, and I think that's why people are fearful of it, because they know, or maybe I'm not that confident on camera, so they don't do video at all, or they hold themselves back because it is so important to get it right. And there is plenty of videos out there that are not so good.
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of the challenge at the moment for business people, is knowing what to spend time on and how to present and how to use the different new media that are available. But all of them need this kind of skill, don't they?
Absolutely. I mean, if you can present on video powerfully and confidently, that will transform, other areas of your life. If you have to speak on stage, for example, the skills that we teach you are lifelong skills, and they will transform your business and your life. Because if you can communicate powerfully on camera to a square box that gives you no response and gives you no feedback, well, then you can communicate your message to thousands of people in an audience, or even one-on-one with someone else.
Yeah.
So these are lifelong skills that will transform people's businesses and their life.
At the basic level, business leaders seem to think that this is the way their websites have to go, their e-newsletters, moving into video blogs. But I was speaking to a CEO of a large company a few weeks ago who presents on video to about 5,500 employees every week, and he was concerned that he wasn't getting the right message across. So even in that internal environment, these skills are pretty vital.
Oh, absolutely, especially video conferencing nowadays. I mean, it's so common, and it's even more important to communicate to your staff members on video conference, being engaging, being passionate, being inspired, because that impacts your whole company. Because if you can't, communicate to your employees with purpose, passion and inspiration, and communicate that engagement, well then how are they supposed to be inspired?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So it's so important to get that right from that level, let alone doing video blogs. So, getting that internal messaging right, and the CEO leading that is so vital. Yeah.
And it really requires specialist advice and coaching and confidence building, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we specialise in at Shine On Camera, is getting you confident and powerful and authentic on camera, so you are engaging, so people do hear your message and do listen to what you have to say. Because if you don't have those skill set, then unfortunately, unless people buy you before they buy your products and services.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if you're not great at communicating that on video, let alone in person, then what chance have you got of someone wanting to buy your product?
Another aspect of this that was raised the other day in an interview I was doing was that business increasingly is working in a unified communications environment. So sales are increasingly becoming a video link environment, and that's an area of growth. So once again, these skills are going to become more and more vital.
Well, absolutely. If you have, there's stats out there that show that 97% more likely that people will buy a product if they have a video attached on their website. It's absolutely proven. So, if you haven't got video on your website right now, attach that to your products, then you're missing out on so many more sales. So and the power of video is so much more important than text, because 1.8 million words is the equivalent to 60 seconds of video.
Is that right?
Because you can get so much more from a video. You can find out that whether you trust them, whether you want to work with them. It represents so much more of the subconscious mind than text could ever do, and that's the power and beauty of video.
So your focus very much on assisting the business owner, leader, with how they present. A lot of their concerns are around the stuff that's involved in creating one of these videos and looking right. So you can assist them on how they should be setting up their environments for recording.
Absolutely,
and so forth.
absolutely. Our main purpose is to get you presenting powerfully on camera,
Right.
Being engaging, being certain, being inspired about your business and why you do what you do. And obviously setting up video with an iPad or an iPhone, we can give you heaps of advice on that. But I generally find it's not necessarily the equipment that holds people back from doing video, because that stuff, it can be, you can get an iPhone and you can start shooting.
Yeah.
It's the fear of the camera and actually, going, will I look right? Am I good enough to be on camera? Do I sound professional? Do I look professional? All those fears come up for people, and I think if you get to the core of why they're not doing video, it's because of that. The camera and lights are just, I think, the surface stuff. But if you ask the question why they're not doing video, I think because they feel that maybe they don't look or sound good enough on camera.
So I guess the power of it is the authenticity, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like you can know or feel as if you've met someone that you've seen on video.
And that's what it does when you present authentically, and this is what we teach you at Shine on Camera. Because you can learn how to speak well and sound well, but if you're not inspired by what you do, then the viewer will know instantly, because the camera doesn't lie, and it picks up everything. So you cannot hide in front of the camera. So if you think you're inspired by your business, but you actually are not, energetically delivering that, then people will read that a mile away.
Yeah. So you're not teaching them how to act.
Well,
You're teaching them how to be genuine in front of the
I'm teaching
camera.
them how to be, engaging and inspired by what they do, so that the viewer actually feels a connection with them and actually wants to work with them. That's what we teach you. Yeah.
Natasha, thanks for your insights.
Thank you.
Very
Lovely.
educational.
Thank you very much for your time, mate.
Hi, I'm Karen Schmidt from Let's Grow, and I'm an engaging leadership expert. Hi, I'm Karen Schmidt from Let's Grow, frontline leadership expert. I show organisations how to grow their frontline managers into frontline leaders.